I'm about to show you the fastest and lowest cost way that you can make a spare key for your Chevy vehicle. Before we get started, I'm gonna call the Chevy dealership and find out how much they wanna rip me off for to make another key like this. Here we go. I might be on hold for a while. We'll come back to this call later. To show you just how much money you can save, check out how easy this is. We're gonna make two new keys. I've labeled these both with a purple and a blue tag just to keep them separate. These are both a quality aftermarket. This is the original OEM key with the Chevy logo. We'll be using this programming tool. As long as you can use a smartphone, you should be able to program a spare key for your vehicle. It's important to know you must have at least one working key that allows you to start the engine and drive the vehicle in order to use Tom's Key Company do-it-yourself programming solutions to make a second or a third key. In today's video, we'll end up with a total of 3 keys when we're done. So we try to make it super easy. You're gonna start by scanning the QR code. Opens up and you gotta go get your app. Okay, with the app downloaded, I'm gonna fire it up. And we need to come in, we're gonna pair a new key. So first we've gotta find the OBD port and insert the programming device into it. The location of the OBD port can vary by vehicle. Sometimes it's up here under a panel. Often it's down near the gas and brake pedal. Go ahead and plug it in. Now to make your life a little bit easier so you can see what's happening, I recommend picking up this optional extension cable. Okay. We're gonna plug in the programmer. We see it's got power. We need to get the Bluetooth connection made. Okay, we're gonna press to scan. We should see the matching serial number and we can make a connection to the device. Here we go. Our programmer is now connected and let's continue. Now I want to point out, today we're working on a push button start vehicle, not a turnkey ignition. So this one has a smart fob. We do have solutions for lots of different types of keys and vehicles, so check our website. I also want to point out there's great technical support. If you want to have someone to help you out, if you run into issues, just know that they're available Monday through Friday, daytime hours. All right, let's begin programming. First, we need to enter the license plate or scan the VIN. This is helping us identify the proper year, make, and model. Okay, I've entered the license plate. We're in check plate. Should pull up a 2020 Silverado. It didn't fully get it, so it's not perfect. 2020, here we go, let's continue. All right, what kind of key? We have the smart key system. All right, there's some important information. Programming should take no more than 15 minutes. If it's running more than that, you can call tech support right down here. Don't navigate out of the app during programming, and make sure you've got all previously programmed keys present. So you've got to have one working key. That's the one we've got right here. This key, we have no other working keys, so just this one plus the 2 that we're going to be programming. Okay, let's go ahead and start programming. Please wait. You got to have a solid internet connection on your phone to do this. While this is counting up, let me point out a couple important things. The programming slot may be in different spots, like in here, down there, in the cup holder, or around the start button. The app or your owner's manual will tell you. About 62%. Be back in a moment. Looks like my call to the car dealership is still on hold. All right, we're just about there, and here comes 100. All right, preparing the dongle for programming. Saw my Bluetooth light turn out. It's getting ready. Bluetooth light turned back on. Okay, leave the ignition off and turn the hazard lights on. So, engine is not running, my doors are shut. Just turned on my hazard lights, they're blinking. Okay, we'll go ahead and click continue. Configuring the system, please wait. Hazard lights stop blinking. It tells me a PIN code, 8624. Okay, jot that PIN code down in case you need to manually enter it later. Configuring the system, please wait 45 seconds. The ignition was dark, it just turned back, it just lit back up. So it's very normal in the programming. There may be some different things that happen up on the dashboard. In fact, most Chevys will tell us it's ready for the next remote when it's time to program a new key or new remote. All right, put the new keyless remote into the programming slot area. It's located either in the center console, view the owner's menu. I'm gonna take my other 2 remotes, I'm gonna set them far away and put this new one with a blue tag right down here in the cup holder. The key in the programming slot, we can hit continue. Okay, dashboard just lit up. All sorts of stuff going on up here. There's a security light on. Verifying the PIN code. Please wait. Give it a 10-minute wait for the security system wait timer. Let me point out a few important things. Before you start, make sure you turn off the HVAC, leave the radio off, be sure your headlights are off, don't have the light in the car on. You don't want to drain your vehicle battery during this programming process. The power button has a green light, and emergencies continue to flash. This is really important because if your vehicle battery ever dies or the fob battery dies, you're not going to be able to get in unless you have the emergency key blade cut. And we have this awesome key by photo technology. You simply add the key by photo service to your order, and then you'll upload photos of your existing key, and we will cut your new key so it arrives already fitting your vehicle. Now, you might ask, what if something goes wrong? I've already pointed out there's a phone number you can call where you'll get a real person who will talk you through problems that you run into while programming. We also have lots of answers to common questions. Visit help.tomskey.com. And if for whatever reason we can't get the problem solved and your spare key just won't work, send it all back to us. You get a full refund. We're about 2/3 the way through. Let's check on that car dealership. See how we're doing on hold.
This is Todd.
Hey Todd, I'm trying to find out what it costs for another key fob for a 2020 Chevy Silverado.
This is for the key and the transmitter. You're at with tax. You're at $331.30.
$331.30 with tax. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I can get you out to service, and they can let you know how much it is for the programming.
Sounds good. Do you ever have any of those keys people buy online? Do you know if those work or not? I've seen some for a lot less, but
yeah, I don't know how well they work. I know that I can't cut them on my machine because they're a lot softer, and they come on my machine, and then it breaks our bit. So
okay.
So I know I'm not able to cut them on our machine. But let me get you out to service, and they'll give you an idea on programming. Hold on.
Awesome. Okay, thank you. Can't cut it on his machine, whatever. Did you hear that? $331 just for the key fob and cutting. Back on hold. All right, I'm 6 minutes into the phone call just to find out how much they want to charge. We learned it's $330 just for the key fob. Now we gotta find out about programming. All right, we're just about done. I noticed the security light has turned off. That's a good sign. There we go. We've finished our 10-minute wait. Configuring the system. Please wait. Okay, up here we see ready for remote number 3. So that means there's one remote that's been lost somewhere in the world. We can program up to the maximum number the vehicle is allowed, so I'm gonna click the start button one time, and now I'm gonna wait up here. There, see that? It says ready for remote number 4. Okay, continue. Configuring system, please wait. We're getting some flashes. It says that's driver 3 on memory features. Do we have additional new keys we want to program in the vehicle? Why, yes we do. Put the next keyless remote into the programming area. Pull out the blue key, put in the key with the purple tag on the dashboard. I see it says it's ready for remote number 4. Okay, we'll go ahead and hit continue. Please wait. All right, we're gonna do the same thing. Do we have any additional keys? Okay, we're gonna say no. We've just finished programming all the keys we need for this vehicle. Configuring the system, please wait. If the dashboard's turned on, click the start button once to turn the ignition off. Yep, my dashboard's turned on. Click once, turn off. Turned off down there. Press and hold the vehicle start button for 15 seconds, then click continue. So, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, let go. The ready for remote message should no longer be displayed on the dash. If the message has not gone away, press and hold the start button for another 12 to 15 seconds. So let's see, that ready for remote is gone. What will happen if the vehicle is not fully ended programming? If it still said ready for remote on the dash, this is a really important point to follow, because otherwise what happens is you'll try to start the engine and it's stuck in programming mode. So you don't want that. If it does get stuck in programming mode, there's a real simple fix. I can link to another video, or help section will have info on it, but all you have to do is disconnect the battery, the vehicle battery, and it'll help reset the computer. All right, let's hit continue. Do not press the brake pedal. Hold the start button for 6 to 10 seconds until the dash is fully turned on. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. See that? So it can fake you out. At first, a few lights will turn on. You want to hold it on until all the lights are on the dashboard. Again, an important point to make sure you fully exit programming mode. I'm going to hit continue. Configuring the system, please wait. Press the start button for 2 seconds to turn the ignition off. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. Hit and continue. Open and close the driver door once. Opening the driver door, closing the driver door. Vehicle beeped at me. Hit continue. Configuring the system. Please wait for about 30 seconds. Okay, I'll be back in a moment. All right, here we go. Hold the brake pedal and push the start button to start the engine. Boom! The truck fired up. Look at that. Engine's running. Okay, with the engine running, let's hit continue. Click the start button to turn the engine off. Hit continue. Configuring the system, please wait. Sooner or later, we'll get done with this. Open and close the driver door once. Here we go. Open the door, close the door. Okay, let's hit continue. Press the lock button and the unlock button on the new remote. Listen for the locks to click. Okay, I'm pulling out the purple. I just pulled out the purple lock. Hit lock. Heard them click. Hit unlock. Okay, let's go ahead and hit continue. If you heard the locks click, then click continue. If the locks did not respond to the new remote, make sure it has no battery. If the remote still doesn't work, lock or unlock the doors. You may have an incorrect part number. Please continue and complete program procedure anyway till your vehicle computer gets back to normal mode. Okay, we heard the lock and unlock click, so let's hit continue. Success! Configuring the system, please wait. Current number of program keys, 4. All right, this is good. Now, it says 4 keys. Remember, we have our one original key here. Program the blue one, program the purple one. And then when the vehicle was manufactured, there was a 4th key. Well, it was really the 2nd key way back then. That's lost somewhere in the world. So that's why it says total number of 4 when I only have 3. Continue. Programming successful. Please exit programming and test your new keyless remote. Click complete. System is restarting. Okay. Program successfully completed. All right. We can leave feedback. Before we do that, we're going to unplug our programming tool. All right. Let's make sure our keys work. Unlock. Boom. Unlocks the vehicle. Locked it. Let's do the purple one now. Lock. Unlock. Look at that. I'll check the original key. Make sure it's still working as well. Look at that. These keys are all locking and unlocking the door, but there's still something really important we want to check. We want to be sure that each of these is actually programmed to start the engine. I'm going to turn off my emergency flashers. I'm going to set the 3 keys outside the vehicle far enough away that the vehicle can't start. Okay, to find out if they're far enough away, I'm going to push this, try and start the engine. Nothing's happening. Look at that. What do we got? No remote detected. So that's good. That means we can now bring each remote back in one at a time. So I'm going to test all 3 of my remotes. So here's the original one. Boom. Engine fires up. That's a good thing. Tells me for this vehicle, that's driver number 2, memory features. Turn it off. Let's go get the next remote. Take this one out of the vehicle. Okay, here's one of the new ones. Blue one. Let's start the engine. Boom! Look at that. Fired right up. Tells us that's driver number 3 for memory features. Okay, same procedure. Turn off the engine. Get this out of the vehicle. We're back with the final one. Purple. Let's try starting the engine. Press the brake. Excellent. Engine fires up. Well, we've tested it. Let's leave some feedback. Yes, everything is working great. Do we need any help from the technical support team? I don't think so. Okay, there we go. We're done. Okay, I also want to check. I'm going to try a remote start now. Let me jump out. Lock the vehicle. Boom. Excellent. Fired up. Okay, now for the tailgate. Here we go. Beautiful. Let me close it. Let's make sure our passive entry works. There we go. Excellent. Boom! Can you believe how easy that was? I got 2 new spare key fobs in about 10 minutes for this truck. Now you might ask yourself, what if you run into a problem? You may never have programmed a car key before. Well, guess what? It's pretty easy, but we know that issues can arise. So we've got support You can call on the phone or visit our website, help.tomskey.com, to get answers to lots of questions. If you've watched this far, will you help me reach my goal of 10,000 subscribers by year end? All you have to do is click that subscribe button down below. We want you to have new keys with the help of Tom's Key Company. I'm still on hold with the Chevy dealership. Let's find out what they're gonna rip me off for and how long it's gonna take. I'm trying to find out what it costs to program a new key fob. The parts guys transferred me over to you.
Yeah, programming on a key fob is going to run you $180.
$180, okay?
331 plus 180, yep, you're at 511.
511, okay. And how long should I plan to be there for it?
I plan an hour or two.
An hour or two? Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I got to cut the key, and then once they're done with it, we can go start programming it.
Okay, cool. Do you know if there are any place? I mean, that's really expensive, right? Like $500 for a key. Do you know if there are any other ways to get them cheaper?
They may or may not work. I mean, we don't know until we try to program it. So we would charge you the $180 whether it took or not.
Got it. Okay.
Because we got to go through and do the process, and then I got to pay my tech the first time. And we don't know until it comes back and works, or it comes back and doesn't work.
Okay. Can you believe that? $511 to make a spare key fob for this Chevy Silverado. And they said it's going to take an hour or two sitting in their waiting room while they do it. They weren't sure if something online would work. Well, guess what? At Tom's Key Company, we'll send you everything you need to make the spare key. We'll cut it beforehand with our key by photo key cutting service, and you'll save a bucket of money, and it's only going to take you 15 minutes. The choice is really simple. Come to tomskey.com, place your order today, and skip the rip-off time and expense from the car dealership.